Yeah! I got so much energy.
Ready to
I'm
roll,
ready to
huh?
go. Donald MacDonald from Farrell Distributors.
Yeah. Thank you,
Our
everyone.
wino.
Our resident
And his
resident
shirt.
wino.
And his shirt's out, tucked out.
Uh-oh.
We had this big thing upstairs about my shirt being tucked out, and he's like, Tony, big guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Tuck it in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I obviously
Good.
don't suffer from that problem.
No, you don't.
No, no. That's right. Look, you brought us some nice-looking bottles.
I
there.
did,
That's
yeah.
great.
I brought a couple different wines here today. I picked 2 and 2 to pair with both the chocolate and then also the creme brulee. First of all, I think we're going to start with the champagne that would pair with the creme brulee.
Oh, wait a minute, wait.
Oh, dear.
no.
Oh, no.
No sabering allowed in the studio.
Why we done that before, didn't we, guys?
Yeah.
If you want to
Not
enjoy
well.
your
You healed quite well from that.
the damage can be done. Quick trick for you, Tony.
Have you
5.5
tried that?
turns.
5.5 turns.
Opens the gauge.
Wait.
Always point away from someone. Angle, hold this steady, and you're going to turn only from the base to open up. And to traditionally open this up, you only want it to make a little whisper. And keeping it at this angle,
Look
the
at
gas escapes
that.
without it frothing out everywhere. So nice little quick trick. The way he wanted to do it, it was going to blow everywhere and half
No,
this
the
bottle
way
would
he
be gone.
tried to do it. The way he tried to do it.
And
Be
then we'll
careful.
pour
He
right
works
on
with-
in here. So this is Taittinger. This is a traditional champagne from France. It is predominantly Chardonnay and Pinot Noir based grapes. And it is aged for 3 years in bottles, which gives it these fine, beautiful mousse and sparkle to it. There we go. Pass
Thank
this
you.
along. You got it.
Thank you.
That's for you.
Thank you.
Why'd you look at me
And
like that?
there you are.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to get the nose in, so we'll just. So
All right.
You know, when we do communion, you also give me a
Cheers to
big
this.
one.
Cheers.
Cheers and
Cheers.
cheers.
Thank you.
only thing you can do with toasting
Thank you.
champagne. So the idea behind this is crisp, high acid. It has a little apple notes, but it also has a little bit of vanilla hints and a little brioche almondy components to it as well. So it's crisp, it's clean, and it'll kind of undercut the fat component and everything that would be in a creme brulee and the sugar notes.
I think that's going to go very
It's a
nicely
beautiful
with creme
bouquet.
brulee, don't you?
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Use it almost for
All
dessert.
right, forget that.
Dessert. Good.
Good.
I have to save myself.
So as I pour this one, as you're dumping those away.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That is good. You're not quitting
So this
there
is
yet.
kind of a different side of this thing. This is going to go with the creme brulee as well, but in an opposite manner. This is a sauterne, which is a traditional wine. The first dessert wine really came from Hungary, which is the Tokai Azu grape, Tokai wines. And then the French fell in love with it, and they realized that in Bordeaux they could make the same style. It's a wine that actually they leave on the vines for an extended period of time. And it could get what's
that
called a
has
noble
nice
rot, or
taste,
this
doesn't it?
this mold that forms on the outside of the grapes and raisinates them, slowly shrinks them, increases the sugar content, and creates all these kind of incredible, like nutty, sweet components to it. And again, instead of like the champagne that cuts through the fat, this is kind of overlaying some more sugar and notes to the creme brulee, and again pairs very nicely.
Really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
This is very nice.
this is well, it also goes with, like foie gras and other dishes. So if you were doing a dish with this as a dessert and this, you could kind of pair it for a couple
Oh,
different
it's
courses
nice.
as well. As
Very
with
nice.
champagne goes through the whole meal.
I ain't dumping this one.
That's good. You like that too,
You
huh?
all sample
Pretty
that one.
special wine, and it's they age it for a number of years, so it's definitely got a lot of pedigree to it.
And you can find all these wines where?
All throughout Vermont right now, and if you don't find them in Vermont, if you look for just the word sauterne, it's a dessert wine style. They have some really nice ones, Vidal ice wines and dessert wines, even from the Grand Isle area and all the rest. So you can even find a local producer that's doing kind of a dessert style wine, or even an ice wine, which is a grape that's frozen. Instead of gets the mold, they freeze it and concentrate it. It makes the same kind of dessert style.
Well, here in Vermont, don't they wait until that frost and they send the people out?
You can. Traditionally, if you get a full 24-hour freeze, you can get those. But a lot of times nowadays, they'll harvest it when the bricks and the sugar level is where they want it to be. And then they'll put it into a freezer and freeze it themselves. They can control the temperature and control everything about it.
So they cheat.
It's not necessarily cheating.
Sorry.
It's just not as cold as Germany, so we can't really get away with it. But
I don't know. The other morning was pretty darn
yes,
cold.
it was. So the next one with the chocolate cake. Chocolate cake can be a little tougher to pair with. So what I did was did a Moscata, which is light, floral, and like kind of just elegant with a little bit of sugar to it. And the other one that I think is more of I think will be a better pairing all in all, is this sparkling Shiraz, which is kind of very unique. and really good for Thanksgiving. This is the idea of Thanksgiving chocolate torte. This actually would go great with the turkey itself and throughout the whole course. You could really pair this with multiple things.
So
But-
you need more than one bottle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Well, what house do you live in? You need.
I remember one time I went down there, was walking out with one bottle, and they go, "Is that all you're having? One bottle?" I'm like, "Ah, sweet."
There you go. So
Here
we're
we
going to
go.
start with this one here. I'll come right to you. So again, this is cupcake, which I
think
thought was
that's
a kind
yours.
of fun play on having dessert time. But
Thank you.
Cupcake's actually a pretty brilliant brand that you can find around in most stores, so it's pretty easy to get to. And it's Moscato d'Asti, so
good
this is
too.
actually coming from the Piedmont region in Italy.
good
It's the traditional holiday
better.
and also kind of wedding wine, all the rest, low alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
do
great
you?
for
Not quite as
lunchtime as
sweet.
well if you're ever in the mood.
Excuse me, they're having a conversation over there.
We're comparing.
But
We're
the-
saying
the-
how
the-
much
but,
we like
but
these.
the thing
That's
is,
perfect.
but Carol doesn't realize, but she forgets that her voice is being recorded. So while he's going through this whole thing, she's like, "Ah, I really like this one better. I really do. You know, meanwhile, so, and the grapes are forming. Yeah, I don't know about the other one.
I kind of tune it all out.
Well-
I know, but it's still being recorded. So zip it.
You go down on Main Street tomorrow and see if you can find somebody that, I'll find you somebody.
Do you enjoy this? Nice rose petals and
I like
floral.
this.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
That's what I'm telling you.
I appreciate it. Lovely. So,
See, you
I
said
haven't
it was
gotten
okay,
to mine
though.
yet.
you haven't got it?
Not yet. Getting to it.
Lean back.
I'm leaning back.
What do you think?
Huh?
It's delicious.
It is.
It really is delicious.
I like
And
that.
I waited until you, after you discussed it and described it.
We know who the true professional is.
Who's that?
No one here.
I know.
Now, who is that right there? Tell us again who
So
that
this
is.
is the winemaker's uncle, Uncle Dick. The Red Brute, which is a pretty funny little cover, little shot. Looks like he's had a couple bottles.
It
possibly.
does, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
Maybe a little too much time in the cellar. So Bleasdale. So it's
Wow.
traditional. So this is pretty popular in Australia and is finding its way into America slowly here. But the idea of having a red wine that's a sparkler, they Shiraz, but they don't leave it on the skin as long as you would find like a regular Shiraz. You don't get as much of the tannin components to it. You get more just fresh fruit components. Paired with the chocolate cake, this will burst out with like raspberries and blueberries, so you get this big fruit explosion. So it really just complement and just blow up in the glass.
You can't.
Blow up in the glass.
Yeah. Where is yours?
No, I didn't.
He didn't dump. Oh, geez, he put it in the dead sink.
That's not the real sink.
I did it right on your towel. Don't worry, I knew it. There you are. And
You know, you gotta come in here. You guys have to come in here after we do a show on Friday morning. It smells like a bar.
Oh, dear.
We usually
Oh,
find
very
a guest
good.
or two passed out in the
Yeah,
back.
they were all good tonight, I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
Drier.
They were very good.
It is drier, yeah, but
Yeah.
the berries would burst out with
Absolutely.
this.
That's
Similar
right.
to like Cabernet sometimes, not necessarily with a cake, but a Cabernet with just a nice dark chocolate would be
Yes.
a lovely pairing. So
Excellent.
kind of play off all those. So those are
Thank
my
you.
4 wines with these
Excellent
lovely
job.
dishes.
Excellent
Now,
job.
is Farrell Distributors, after the show, are they setting up displays around Barry?
We are. We're going to have a display set up the end of this week at Beverage Baron, and then, but also these are available at a Shaw's or Hannaford's as well. Taitinger you could find at Hannaford's as well. Dessert wine you'd have to, that will be over there, and we'd probably find a more boutique wine shop, Richmond Beverage maybe, or up into Burlington area. You'd find some of these. It's a lot more restaurant application for these. I love dessert wines. I think more people need to be exposed to them, and it's just a wonderful wine. So,
Right. Exposed.
Exposed. Most people
Usually after you have a couple of bottles, you expose. I need the basket.
We've got some gift certificates and some prizes here.
Some great prizes.
Great prizes.
Yeah. All right, great.
I'll do yours.
We'll be giving this
These
away. No,
before the
we
cake.
won't.
How's that? Okay?
Absolutely.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, what's the first one?
I have a $25 gift certificate from Campo Divino.
Okay, Donald,
make friends, make friends.
pass it to Carol.
Oh, Carol does it? Okay. Sherry Frost.
Oh,
Campo Divino will be over Saturday night. Okay. It's right here. Thank you. This is a a $20 gift certificate from Next Chapter Bookstore, downtown Barry.
Adrian.
Oh,
He does that to me all the time.
funny.
Funny.
Real
Isn't he
funny.
Real funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four of them?
Jeff Norway. And you
Oh,
deserve it.
go.
I'll leave
Afterwards.
it right here, Jeff. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's coming right onto the
He
set.
is-
Hey,
there
now
you
turn
go.
around. I want everyone to see that Superman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Camouflage.
That's right. Looks like his dad.
All right.
Now we have some fantastic cooking implements from Adrian, Chef
All right.
Adrian.
No, hold on.
wait, I need-
Explain that.
Tell us
So
this.
this is very popular in Europe. It's called a yoke out. So where I was doing that with my hand, this does it for you. So you put this over the top after you've squeezed it, and you let go, and it sucks the yolk onto the end, and then you can just spit it out from the other end by puffing it.
I like the way he
So-
describes it.
Why
it
didn't I
sucks
have
and
one of
spits
this?
all at once.
Okay, why didn't I have this?
That was
Oh,
the wrong thing to
pastry
bring.
cutter
Yep.
set.
So this is a double-sided, so you've got plain on one side and crinkly on the other.
Ooh, pastry cutters.
Yep.
And you know what this
Professional
is?
whip. Yep.
This is a professional whip. You
Yep.
noticed I was using that?
Whip or whisk?
Whisk,
Whisk.
which you whip
But
with.
you whip with a
You
whip.
whisk with your
Yeah.
whip.
No, you whip
No.
with your whisk.
You
No.
whip with your
That wine went right to your head.
Frightening. Get it, Donald, quick.
There we
Just
go. Let's,
quick.
let's save
Shut
the
him
show. Ready?
Shut him up.
There you go.
Okay, Sharon Tromberg. There
All
you
right,
go.
Sharon, afterwards.
We'll put him right over here.
And
Sharon. And who wants the cake?
now we'll
Who
show
gets
the cake. The camera.
I'm sorry about that finger mark in the top, but I couldn't resist.
Stamp of approval.
Some lucky winner's going to get the cake
Take that
tonight.
home tonight. All right.
Oh, at least you put it down low enough this time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I don't do the gag twice
Of
in the same
course.
show.
Kelly Fritz. You talked about it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there you go.
I almost feel like the
Yeah.
price is
You want
right.
your
Oh my God!
You want it in your lap? No? Okay.
Well, that's our
Okay,
show.
Thank you so
Our
much.
Our rest of our other schedule will be up on our website.
November.
November 6th.
November 5th. We have our November shows. We'll have our January shows, February, and maybe March.
Great,
So go
great.
to the website. The recipes are on the website.
Yes.
Carol, you did a wonderful job.
I'm telling you.
Adrian, you did a wonderful
Thank
job.
you so much for
Jeff.
coming. It was wonderful.